To GMT, the population of Africa is expected to double in the next 30 years to more than 2.5 billion people. While the boom in numbers brings opportunities, there are also many challenges, like all those extra mouths to feed. 60% of jobs in Africa are agricultural, and Kenya is at the forefront of trying to improve farming across the continent. In the latest of his special reports, Alistair Leathed has been looking at how technology is helping.
Cooking school in rural Kenya. In a place where maize is everything, nutritionists are trying to get people excited about something a little different. These smart foods used to be staples in Kenya before colonialism brought maize along. They're more drought resistant, nutritious, and pretty easy to rustle up into all sorts of meals. And this is the pigeon pea stew. Right, great. On it goes. A little bit of everything. Pigeon pea stew first. But it's not just the tasters or the cooks, but the farmers who need to be persuaded the change is worthwhile and to grow different crops to keep the soil healthy.
These days we are getting less rain than we used to, and when I plant these crops, I know I will be harvesting something, unlike with maize. The green gram, the pigeon peas and the sorghum normally resist the drought.
In Kenya, the average hectare of a smallholder's farm could easily produce 4 times as much if the right fertilizers and best plants were used. And that's where the science comes in. Cross-breeding plants to make them even better.
What we're seeing right now is a finger millet breeding where we're trying to combine traits, characteristics from different plants into one plant so that we end up with a superior plant that is early maturing, high yielding, drought tolerant and resistant to major pests and diseases, but as well as being highly nutritious.
And this new DNA profiling lab in Nairobi makes it a lot quicker. A consortium has been set up to sequence and improve 101 traditional African food crops across the continent. But everyone needs to be involved.
4 young farmers from Kenya and Tanzania have been chosen to put their farming skills to the ultimate test.
This reality TV show is Kenya's attempt to make farming cool, particularly to millennials, otherwise leaving the farm for the city.
My main problem is the blight.
Okay. It shows farming as a business where money can be made, but also has tips for how older farmers can up their output. Here and across Africa, improving the state of agriculture is a big priority, especially when climate change is added to the challenge of a doubling population. Alistair Leathed, BBC News, Kenya.